So next up, the Minnesota Vikings. Who you got for the Vikings?
For the Vikings here, I went with Zadarius Smith. He signs a 3-year, $42 million deal. Has a solid season with 10 sacks, but doesn't do much else outside of that. And then for whatever reason, the next year he gets traded for 2 5th round picks to the Browns. So I just kind of look at things like that where I'm like, okay, you had an okay season, and then they just decided you were washed. It's like, why did you sign this guy for such big money if you thought he was going to be, if he's like, looks like he's washed to you after one season? I don't know that like a guy like this, they could have just done a 1 year deal, prove it kind of deal, and then seen from there. So for me, that's part of my decision. Where it's like you just traded him for 2 5th round picks after he had a
Hmm.
pretty solid season with 10 sacks. So that's
I think
that's why
this
he makes the
is
list for me.
yeah, this is similar to the Landon Collins deal for me, where
Yep.
they're signing a guy from a division rival. He's on the Packers for a while. It's the same thing where you're like, okay, it's a double whammy. We get a productive player. We also take a productive player away from a division rival. And I think the decision to trade him probably had more to do with like Daniil Hunter showing out, and I forget the other pass rusher's name on the Vikings, but
Everson Griffin.
I want to say that's an old name. That's
That's the
way
old name.
older. Yeah.
That's the old name. Yeah. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
went to the Cowboys. He went to the Cowboys.
he did. He did. I
He
mean, the
did.
Vikings in general, they're another team that does not usually sign big time free agents.
Yep.
That's their
Good
thing.
stuff.
Um, so this I had a hard time picking, but I went with Anthony Barr. So he's a guy that they actually drafted. He played really well for them early on, lived up to his high draft status, was a Pro Bowler like 3 4 years in a row. He ends up signing a 5 year, $67.5 million contract in 2019, but just couldn't stay healthy. He only plays 27 games over the next 3 years. Played okay when he was fit or healthy, but he just kept running into injury problems. He ends up going to Dallas for a year. Now he's back in Minnesota, and he's basically a reserve linebacker for them. But just a huge overpay for a guy that deserved it at the time, but he just ends up
hmm
running into health problems and just couldn't stay healthy.
Yep. Yep. Health problems a big time concern for him.